Well,
So
that's our
now,
solar flow right there. They're depicting.
yeah, I'd like
I
to,
can.
if you can
I'm
make
sorry.
some sense of this,
But
if this goes back long before the Bible, folks, and if you recognize, this is all part of it. This stuff, and it's hard for me to depict because I'm not. But look here, I mean, what is that? I mean, seriously, that thing right there. It's out of Egypt. It's right there. Now we also have this in 2018 at 2 o'clock in the morning with Eric
that's a
Briggs,
ball die.
the Relentless Maverick, looking at
That's
this
yours.
thing, and yeah,
Yeah.
and this thing
Left
shows
side.
up.
Left
Yeah,
side,
that's
Steve.
the other side. Oh, this side. Yeah,
Right.
so we got that thing right there shows up. I mean, what are the odds? What is this? What is going on in the narrative of truth when this thing is showing up? From here to, I'm going to give you a screen back, Steve. I mean, this is ridiculous because
No, back it up
this is
before you
on the
go ahead and finish. And
yeah,
you're asking an explanation. Back it up,
this
Steve.
is on the walls
All
of a 7,000-year-old structure. 7,000-year-old structure. This is on the wall of it. And now we have, I'm going to give it back to you, Steve. And now it's in 2018.
And it's a picture in time. Is what exactly what in a combination and a full picture, because what we're looking at is a tree right now compared to a forest. This picture is the forest. We're looking at our sun central, us in the middle, and on the left we see the eye of Ra, the magnetic center of
There's the eye.
Okay.
And in the middle would be the sun.
And it's a representative of what? This sun over here. It's sitting on top.
Oh, look at that. Uh-huh.
See, we're seeing the whole picture. They drew the.
I got you. Okay,
this
so
is Mother Earth shooting beams at it. She's magnetically connected to it. It made her moon flip. They're showing the 7-year process to the day that we're at right here. This is my life.
Okay, so what you're saying is that that eye right there, that one right there is the dark side of the Earth. That's the dark side of the Earth right now. We're seeing that image in the dark side of the Earth.
The Ankh is our magnetic signature.
And this one over here is the one that's on the sun side.
Yes.
So
we're not there yet, but you already get where I'm going.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Here, this mom standing here, that's Earth. Okay. Yeah. See this magnetic connection between her and the blue? Ra.
Yeah.
She tilted. Yeah. See this upside, the in between? She's flipping. Okay. All right. That brings us up to where we are with Ra now. Okay. We can forget the whole bottom of the picture. These Ankhs represent Earth's and different planets' magnetic signatures.
Now the Ankh is this thing right there.
Yes,
that would be the Ankh. You see the images, and there's
that is an Ankh on the sun's magnet right here. You see this whole picture is telling us what we're seeing in reality in the physics.
Amen. Correct.
So Ra comes over here and goes, bink. Oh, this is the hand of God speaking right now. He's showing you the lie. Okay, this is so deeply embedded in the fish. Everything's in the picture.
I would like to give credit to this picture to Butterfly Queen, the YouTube channel Butterfly Queen.
Because Jesus is bridging the gap of the light. And that's what Jesus was to do. Right on the bottom, bro. He's the cornerstone. Boom.
Yeah.
Right there. It's a fish.
Yeah.
That's Jesus.
Yeah. I would like to take the time.
Side by side. We're little Jesuses on his right.
Let me give the credit to this image right here was sent to me about this, because we've spent a lot of time talking about this for the past few days. And this really has been, I've made 2 videos on this myself. Eric on his Facebook has gone through exhaustive descriptions of what he's looking at. He's argued for 7 years about this. He's watched this, waited for this, and I have to hand it to him and say he's been right on. And now it's just mind-blowing that we now are looking at this eye over here, this one, the one over here, that's the one we see right now. And then later, what Eric is supposing is that we are going to, and now also have this one coming in. And if you'll notice, we're in between. So we have a situation here, folks. And this image right here was sent to me by YouTube channel Butterfly Queen. And she's very vested and very informative about this. But I want to say thank you. And go ahead. I'm done. I just want to inject that because this is a great image and a great way to describe what the the age is what I'm getting at. In 2018, we have a satellite showing us this picture right there. And then, 7,000 years ago, they wrote this down. I mean, there's a synergy here that's unexplainable in any other way, is my point. I'm done talking. Go ahead.
The rest of my statement, it has to do with the Eye of Horus. And that is
that's over there.
Yeah, and see how that has in a box an awful bunch of different magnetic signatures.
Oh, look at that. Right. And underneath it, the box.
And there's a reason for this. And perfect observation with what I led into. I've had my eye completely on the blue sun on the left because it was easy to prove because of the magnetics of the situation. All the guys, the times 2 years ago when it began standing straight up. I've got pictures of its magnetosphere, so I knew it was going to create CMEs occasionally, and then those were captured by the mainstream media guys on the tubers names, regardless. The images they were capturing looked kind of like my hairdo, all standing straight up in the middle of nowhere, no reason. And they said that the magnetosphere was failing. And as the frequency was rising, which was going against known physics, because rising frequency stands for strength. Well, long story short, we're looking at what led me to discovering the blue sun is that I had discovered the red sun first and captured its magnetosphere underlaying our smaller sun behind it and huge holes inside its magnetosphere. And those represented massive their own signatures inside its magnetosphere, which basically planets much larger than Jupiter showing up in its magnetosphere. And the magnet never lies. You can't argue lens flare with it, basically. So inside this box are magnetospheres of major things, and I can account for 8 of them. Personally, I'm seeing 4, which are divided into groups. One of them's in the 3, so I can admit, because I missed an entire Earth-sized body coming in our left, embarrassingly enough, in a UV sun we couldn't see. Anyways, long story short, I might have missed something on Horus's side also. This is depicting the Eye of Horus. And there's a reason they're both connected in history and to our central sun. And it's mathematically and magnetically represented here and esoterically represented in the fish and our DNA connected as